What is up, y'all? Welcome back to Lindsay's Life. Today I'm really excited for this video because I'm doing something that I've wanted to do for probably a couple of years now. The craze has definitely died out. That's okay. I never got to do it and I have to get it out of my system. Again, that's what this channel is. I have to get these things out of my system. So today I'm going to try to do an acrylic pour, and I have had some advice given to me on what I should do. I asked one of my friends that actually does pours pretty often what he does for them, what mixture he uses, and hopefully we're going to make something cute enough to hang in my bedroom. So I have a 16 by 20 canvas, and I was a little bit concerned with how much paint it would take to cover that whole thing. So I went ahead and painted it blue just so that if the pour doesn't actually cover the entire canvas, that's okay, because I have already a base on it basically. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna move you around where you can see what I'm doing, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so these are the materials that I'm using. I have never used a glue off for anything, but this is what my friend told me to use, so this is what we're going with. So half glue off, half the color of the paint that you want to use. So I'm going to start by just putting a blue base down. Then we're going to use the yellow and white to make some little flowers, kind of. So he told me to mix the paint and glue all until you can take your mixing tool, which I'm using an old paintbrush because I had nothing better to use basically, until you can take your mixing tool out and it runs like syrup. So that looks like syrup to me, y'all. So I feel like this is gonna be too much, but we'll see. So I'm just gonna pour this blue on and kind of move it around the canvas. Y'all, this seems like a lot of paint is wasted. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel kind of bad. Shout out to all the artists though that make this just look really easy, because can't relate. Okay, so I have mixed significantly less white and yellow because we're not covering the whole canvas with those. We're just gonna make some flowers. So they're in smaller bowls, and I'm gonna try the string technique, except I don't have string, I have yarn. Yes, my rainbow yarn, don't judge me. But we're gonna do what we do best and wing it, y'all. So basically I'm just gonna dip my strings in, lay them down, and pull them all, and hopefully we'll have some cute looking flowers after this, okay? I believe in myself. Okay, we're getting somewhere. You know, this one on the far right kind of looks like a flower. The rest of them, not so much. I think the key is to be a little slower. Ooh, I'm worried about that one, y'all. It does not look like it's gonna pull very well. I didn't put enough swirl in it, I don't think. I didn't commit. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm gonna go over that because I didn't like it. The trick is straight out, y'all, and I just did not figure that out in time. Okay, she's cute. I think this takes a long time to dry, so I'm basically gonna let this dry all day and I'll let you know how it turns out. I definitely have, as Jenna Marbles calls it, the too much gene. So I think I should just stop now before I make it not okay. You know, you ever feel like that? You ever feel like you're gonna do too much? I think I need to stop messing with it, so. Okay, so I feel bad wasting all this paint, so I basically just had an extra little canvas and I mixed all the colors in here. We're just gonna pour and see what happens, y'all. We're just gonna let that one dry too, just a little one. That way my paint got used. Okay, so it's 2 days later and my paintings are finally dry, and it did take those 2 days for everything to completely dry. Like, I've been checking them. But here is the first one. And as y'all saw, about halfway through the pulls, I finally figured out the technique to actually make them look more like flowers and less like just like globs of paint that were on there. There are some imperfections for sure, but basically the whole painting is an imperfection because you're just pouring paint and seeing what happens. But up in the corner. I'm not sure if it just wasn't mixed well, but it didn't settle like the rest of the painting, so you can see like a lot of texture in that area and not very much over here. But I asked my husband what he thought of it, and he said it looks like flowers, so that means it's good enough to go in my bedroom. On the small one, I actually really like this one and would like to do one like this on a bigger canvas, so possibly stay tuned for that. Maybe do a really big canvas of the pour. It's got like some nice cells in it. The colors mixed really well together, so I really like this one. I'm just not really sure what I'm gonna do with it yet, so maybe it goes up somewhere too. But overall, acrylic pours, 10 out of 10, will do again. The only thing that I don't really like about it is the paint that you waste, so make sure you want to do more than one whenever you get ready to do acrylic pours, because I was pouring paint and then I had leftover, which is how I came up with this. I just didn't want to waste the paint. So do more than one if you're going to mix a lot of paint. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me while I learned how to do acrylic pours, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.